Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Old Mod 6. Yes, as you can see, I have got myself some Ultimodium armor. This is actually insane. Just look at the... yeah, this is pretty good armor compared to what I'm used to. Still not the best armor. We have some pretty cool stuff that we're gonna get into at a later point, but there are a couple things that are important to note here. So, water breathing and no crash damage is very, very nice, but insight and air affinity. Now, insight makes it so that I gain more XP when I find XP. And air affinity makes it so that I don't take any mining, mining speed decrease when I'm flying and such. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we have the chest plate, which makes us immune to all damage sources using fire and lava. That's pretty cool. And we have some block reach on it, so I can reach further with stuff and things. And then we have step height and stuff on this. And then on the boots, piglings are neutral as all the other things. And there is by default no fall damage when you have all the Ultimodium boots. So that's pretty cool. Now, for the next part, I would like to thank you all for watching, because we just reached 100 subscribers to the channel. And I mean, it's been just blasting in with the subscribers for the past couple days. It's insane. It's insane. You guys are awesome. Now, I did I did set up this very, very crude, half-working. Oh well, yeah. As you can see, it's not quite working properly, but we are getting some stuff here. We have some liquid meat that I'm currently putting into a syringe. I got this right here, my meat feeder. Should probably, while I'm here, just grab whatever's there. So yeah, I put this into my meat feeder, and then it will basically just keep me fed whenever I need it. So we're gonna be playing a little bit with this. I haven't made an XP setup yet, because this needs essence fluid to be able to do anything. But how this works is basically so that you put a mob inside of a mob imprisonment tool in here, and this will just yeet out duplications of that. So it's kind of cool. And I think we have a rat guy in there. Gotta sleep. Yeah. So today I think we are going to have a look at some reactor stuff, and we are going to get started with Mekanism, because I'm kind of tired of going over there and only getting 2 times my ores. I would like to set up at least 3, maybe 4 times, or processing today. So we'll see where we end up. But yeah, let's get started. So let's have a little talk about the reactor stuff. So I'm here in my reactor hole. This is going, as you can see, I've started building here. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be quite large when we're finished with it. We're going to have all the power. I might make separate power modules for different things. We'll see. Anyway, this is kind of the tiny configuration with a fuel rod in the middle. And well, yes, these are my power cables. I'm using the power ones. They are connected to a reactor power tap, and the power tap is connected to underneath here. I'm not sure if it has to be that, but it has to be on the bottom at least, I think. I don't think it can be a corner block, so but you can play around with that. I haven't really done a whole lot of stuff with it, but now I want to expand this a little outwards. I think I have enough blocks. We'll see. I'm going to place this on top of there. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I don't think I brought enough blocks, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll do like this first, all the way around, and then... Yeah, I think I brought enough, because we have to fill in the gap at the top as well. No, I did not, because... Yeah, okay, so then we're gonna say that 2 is enough. That should be twice what we already have. So the fuel rod goes in the middle. We need a control rod on top. And I can't do anything about that at the moment. Then we're going to put a redstone port over here, because I am pretty certain I'm going to do some redstone for this at some point. Then we're gonna put our terminal in here, because we need that to be able to interact with this. And then we need an access port here for input, and I think we're going to do an access port here for output stuff and things. There we go, and now I only have 4. That is probably not enough. No, it's not. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay, so I have now gotten myself some more reactor casings. I went ahead and got some water. So I have now filled this up. And with the casings I got, I managed to make it 3 high. We have enough for that. So when I now place in these ones, bloop, then it forms the multi-block. And then I think we're going to start this at 70, maybe 80. Let's start it at 80 and see what happens. Let's see. Here were my blocks. So I should make myself some ladders to get up there later. Yeah, I'll just do like this for now, because we need access to the control rods, otherwise it might go bad. So I'll grab some fuel, we'll grab our hopper, we'll place the hopper on there. We do have some fuel still, so I'll just turn it on, and then we'll see how far up the heat goes. Well, it seems to be a little high. Let's do like this. And it goes all the way up. Okay, that means we're going to have to lower these ones a bit. Do all the way down to 90. Okay, so I think we found an okay spot. I currently have my rods down 94%. I only have water in here, so it doesn't transfer heat very well. What you want is for these two to be sitting at around, mid-level here, so about 1,000 degrees maybe a little less, because it is quite optimal on higher heat, but you don't want it so warm that it actually explodes. So currently we're producing about 700 ERFs a tick, and we have about 980 kilo ERFs, curves, saved up, and it's looking pretty good. So I'll just plop all of that in there. I don't really need to set up anything for waste yet, but yeah, we now have a reactor, and this is already hooked up to our grid. I have this going all the way up and into our rooms, and already connected to the computer and stuff. So this should be keeping us alive for a long time now. Okay. Okay. I got a little carried away. I forgot to hit the record button, and I got really carried away. So, in the previous clip, I believe we made this reactor. It's now too small. Yes. So, yes. I went in here and did a little bit of work on the mob grind type thingamabob. So it's now a little more efficient. It has both spiders and the zombies, that's the word, in there. And I've been filling up these tanks with liquid meat. And I've completely filled up my meatometer. So I don't have to worry about that for a while. Now, I started thinking about the ore processing stuff and thought, well, now that we have the reactor, I should probably get into mechanism. Mekanism, yes. So I started doing that thing, and then I figured out that I had some materials, and then I got a little carried away, and now I have ore tripling, basically. This thingamabob. So I'll since I skipped the entire friggin' process, I'll yes, let's walk through this so that you actually understand how this works. Because I assume that there's quite a lot of people that want to know how to get into this. So, to begin with, you need a Metallurgic Infuser. This is where you're going to get your, let's see here, these are things, infused alloys and control circuits, and things like this. So, the infused alloy is something you're going to be using a lot. So you put either redstone or coal in here to get redstone or carbon to infuse your materials with. So if you do redstone and iron, you'll get the infused alloys. If you do osmium ingots, you'll get the basic control circuits. And then there was the steel ingot, I believe. Let's see if I enriched iron. Yes, that's the thing. So you got to infuse your iron with coal or carbon to get enriched iron. And then you basically repeat the process, carbon and enriched iron, and then you will get steel dust. And then you just smelt your steel dust and you get steel ingots. And you have to use those like this. And you have to use those to make your stuff and things, because you need steel blocks and stuff and things to be able to craft these things. So, when you have your infuser done, then you need to start thinking about the processing of stuff and things. And yes, that was my phone in the background, in case you heard that. I will put that on mute for now, because I don't want that to poke through. Now, the order of stuff and things. You are going to need a electrolytic separator, and you need to feed it water. I just use a sink because that's an infinite water source. So you use these fluid cables from Cyclic, and then you need to use a wrench on this end here so that it actually extracts stuff and things. So, in the electrolytic separator, you want to click this thing to dump excess hydrogen, at least when you're starting out. You can recycle this for energy later. And then you produce oxygen. Power cables underneath here to power everything up. Electrolytic Separator makes oxygen, and then the purifying, or the purifier, what's it called? Purification Chamber is the first tier. Yes, Purification Chamber. When you upgrade these, you get the different kind of factory thingies with several slots and stuff. So the Purification Chamber uses oxygen and power to process the ore itself, and this is where you get the extra yield from your ore. So you put your basic ore in here. Currently, I get 3 out of it. I believe it's dirty clump of iron or whatever you put in here. And then that goes into the crusher, or in my case, the basic crushing factory. And this will crush it down to the dust. And then the enriching will make it into some refined stuff. And then you just smelt it at the end. And all of these ones have this config type thing. You need to turn auto eject on. Depending on where you place your blocks, you're going to want to change these guys up. You want to configure these so that they eject into the next one. Or if you want them in a different configuration, you tell them to do stuff in that configuration. Let's try to upgrade a couple of these so that you see how this works. So to get this upgrade, I need the previous tier block, and then I need some osmium ingots. I have those. Oh, it seems like I have everything for this. So you need the infused alloy, you need the advanced control circuit, which means you just use infused alloy on the basic control circuit. So it's pretty straightforward. Then you just place this in here. And then if the server wants to cooperate, there we go. Then I get my advanced purifying factory. Oh, there's quite a bit of lag going on right now. Hello? Hello? Housekeeping. There we go. Like so. Then we just go back here. We place our advanced purifying factory down. And now I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just a little update on the power situation. As you can see here, I put some more fuel rods in and some road controllers. And, well, I set the rod on these to about 95% down. I really do need some better coolant on this. I'm also considering maybe swapping it out for the power stuff to see if that might be better. But it's kind of fun to fool around with this, and if you're just doing big reactor stuff, then of course this comes in handy. Now, I am now making a lot more power. I think I'm generating 4 times the power now, which kind of makes sense considering that I put 4 more fuel rods in. But now we're generating about 3.2 kerfs, which is pretty darn good, if I may say so myself. So it didn't go quite according to plan, but, well, we did something. So I'm just going to pop down here again. And yes, I do break these blocks every time I go up and down, because I can't be bothered to make an elevator, because I'm lazy. So, we are currently up on 13.5 kerfs. And it's pretty warm. It's, well, it didn't used to be like this. They used to be a lot more efficient. So I don't know what has changed in this new version, because it used to be big reactors, then it was large reactors, I think, and then there was the extreme reactors, and now they're bigger reactors. So You used to be able to put them like this, and I have now filled in every single gap in here with diamond blocks for cooling. And that used to be pretty good, but it's not nearly as efficient as I'd like it to be. So that's a bit of a bummer, but we have now the electric pump, so oxygen is no longer a bottleneck here. And as you can see, yeah, it's not really very efficient currently. Also, I remembered why this wasn't producing more than 3 ores. You have to do a separate thing now with the chemical injection chamber and the chemical infuser and stuff. So we'll do that next time when we change our power stuff. And I've been over here a little bit as well, so I've been filling up my my metificator. But yeah, it's really nice to have more ores now, though. And this looks absolutely horrid, so I'm gonna have to prettify this before starting the next episode, I think. And I'm not quite sure what we'll do with this. I think there's something called a Fission Reactor, maybe? I don't think I showed you my dank. It's pretty dank indeed. Just like me. Hey, dank. No, we have something called a dank, and I have a level 6 dank. If we have a look, let's see. Go into your dank. Here we go. There are 7 levels of dank. So the first dank is pretty simple. You make it with coal and a barrel. It can hold 256 stacks of items. And then you have the level 2, which is 1024. Then you have 4096, and so on. I'm currently on dank 6, which is 262,000 stacks. And then you have the the level 7 dank. The level 7 dank needs a lot of nether stars, and I don't have that because we haven't really done anything with wither yet. I really do want to put up a wither farm with the mob duplicator. I actually didn't get to do this today because I didn't get around to putting up a better mob thing with experience and stuff. I have a lot of stuff to prettify before the next episode, I realize. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing. But yeah, the thing with the dank is, like, if you open it up by right-clicking, you see that I have 66,000 cobblestone in here. You set this to different types of pickup. You have void pickup, which means that everything it picks up will just be voided. It deletes everything. You have the normal one where you have to put things in. It works like a bag. And you have pick up all, where all of the items you pick up go into it. I like the filtered one, and I just tag with this right here, because then only cobblestone will be put into my dank. So when I'm in the I'm waving around here with my hands. When I am around in the mining dimension, in there, and I do a lot of mining, you know, I get tons of cobblestone, and I don't want that to plug up my inventory. So I just tell my dank to pick up all of that stuff, then I don't have to worry about it. Why can't I move my dank? There we go. So yeah, if you don't, well, if you're playing along and you don't have a dank, I suggest you go make one, because it's extremely useful. And you're probably going to enjoy having that, so that you don't have to move all your stuff from your inventory into your backpack and stuff. And in case you didn't know, I also have a backpack. I'm not sure if it even went through that. It was something I did between episodes. So you have a whole bunch of different type of backpacks. I really like the big one, and I've set it up to a hotkey so that I can just open it up here, and I keep some important stuff and things there. And yeah, it's quite cool. And I think that's gonna be it for today, actually. I've been messing around with all of this stuff, and it's a little disappointing that the reactor is as inefficient as it seems to be at the moment. But you know, it is what it is. We are definitely not out of power options, and we are getting quite a lot of ore from this. Before I do anything else, I want to show you we do have 109 ultimodium ingots right now, so it is working. It's just not as efficient as I want it to be, so we'll fix that next time. So, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and that would help out the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. And again, passing 100 subscribers, it's yeah, I don't have words. It's gonna be so cool to see where this channel is going. So, that's it for now. Bye-bye!